Hello, this is Ter Scott, the Life and Legacy Coach, back again to just say hello and to talk a little bit about abundance and magnetizing abundance and about actually, let me get this all down here. It looks good for you. And anyway, just to talk a little bit about abundance and what abundance can mean to you. So let's do this a little bit. There you go. All right, and a little bit, bam, bam. Let's get centered over here. Okay, that sounds good, looks good. And I wanted to get some things out to you today. I guess I felt that today would not be worthwhile if I did not do this for you. And I know you're busy, I'm busy, we're all busy, and I appreciate your time. This will probably be about 10-15 minutes together here, but I wanted to get some good information out to you. Actually, yesterday I tried to get this out, but I had some computer issues. But what was good about this is that I was able to actually fix my laptop on my own, which is good. Then I'm working on my desktop where I'm videotaping this right now. So that was good. And then the other thing is, well, of course, this morning I spent some time to put together the daily dose from the cosmos. And so you can go ahead and take a look at that link down below somewhere. And then maybe even follow by email so you get those every day. That's a pretty cool thing. And yesterday, too, I was able to put together a short, maybe 10-minute video, which is a meditation type video that you can use to start your day with, or even to possibly fall asleep with at night. It has to do with I am an irresistible magnet, not just a magnet, but an irresistible magnet. So go ahead and check that out. There'll probably be a link below for that as well. And I also have something very special for you at the end of this video, so make sure that you check that out. It's going to be pretty cool. It's something that is not in the book at all. It's something that I was thinking about this morning that I thought I would share with you because you took the time to watch this video. And this video now has to do with how I kind of came up with the editing or writing, the writing process for Magnetizing Abundance. So I'm just going to take a look at my notes right here, and we'll see what I've got. I apologize if I'm slowing down here, but it's the writing process of how to magnetize abundance. And I know some readers would love to just find out a little bit about what was behind all of that. And since the book is already published, I'm going to have to go back in my memory to just try to remember a little bit about how it came about. And then in the future, I'm going to take better notes so that I can share. And the reason why is that you want to watch this video is hopefully that you too will be inspired to maybe write something, to tell your own story, and do something in the future with your own business and your own story and your own life and that sort of thing, because we're all here to help one another. And you can use this video, the information, the content that I share with you today, and from this time forward to help other people. So hopefully you'll get something out of this. So again, looking at answers from the cosmos, and that's really where I started this particular book from. And in my other video, I talk about how I was inspired by putting together some of the daily dose of the cosmos, the daily wisdom gems for that particular site. And sometimes I'll take a look in books, sometimes I'll take a look in, well, on the internet, maybe for a quote or something, but I don't use anything directly. I just use that as an inspiration, and then I modify it, or I just basically digest it even for a couple of days. Maybe I'll write something on a notebook, a little 3x5 card, and I'll come back to it, and I'll kind of just let it kind of percolate, I guess, in my mind, and I'll think about it. And really, that's what I want people to do when they go to Answers from the Cosmos, because you're going to be provoked with those thoughts, and they're open-ended, so that you're going to think about things like, what is he talking about? And I really want you to take a look at each one of those words, because they mean something maybe different to you. They apply differently in your life. So enjoy that. There's thousands of people that go to that site on a daily basis and get enriched and get provoked, and they become better people because of those little wisdom gems, as I call it. And then anyway, I talked about, I'm taking a look at my notes here again, but this particular person in this book where I got this person had information about 10 ways how to make money. And I know that even if you look at other videos here or elsewhere on the internet, you take a look at the word abundance, take a look at any one of those videos, and you see money flying out of your computer. You see money, 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 money. But abundance is so much more than money. And that's what I want you to get out of this. And again, in another video, what I talked about is, would you rather just have money, or would you like to have all of the abundance, which includes money? I think if you're like me, you want to have the entire abundance. And when people are money focused on things, and believe it, people, they want money. They think they want money. Okay. They really want what money can do for them, but that's another video and that's another topic. But what happens is people associate abundance with money. And I listened and I looked and I was inspired by, I digested these 10 steps that this particular person had about money and how to attract money. And I thought, you know what? Let's go ahead and adapt this somehow to attract abundance. And that's what I did. And if you go to a particular web page that I can share either in this video or another video or down below, you're going to be able to go ahead and download the actual original 10 money attraction type things that he offered. And so you can be inspired and enriched by that as well. So a magnet attracts, and I want my readers to be a magnet. And that's why I didn't just say how to attract abundance, but I wanted you to actually be a magnet that attracts abundance. And in another video, I did that meditation, short meditation video called I Am an Irresistible Magnet. And you can actually download a PDF of that so that you can repeat it and write it out and use that saying, that affirmation, so that you can become a better magnet. Okay. So first I came up with these individual wisdom thoughts, and there were 10 of them, and I used each of them as individual inspiration points or little wisdom gems at answers from the cosmos. And you can certainly Google that, or I'll have the link down below. And then I wanted people to actually ponder on that. And if you do go to that blog and you do a search and you find those, it would be awesome if you took a look at each one of those, and then you're able to maybe leave a comment. Now, if you do purchase the book, what's cool about it is that book has live links to each one of those individual wisdom gems. And after you've done the assignment in the book, which either might be an assignment that I put in there or one that you come up with and you do, once you've had some results with that particular wisdom gem, the one of those 10, each one of those 10 have that link in the title, and you can click on it. You can go right to the original blog post, and you can leave a comment so that other people can be enriched by your results, by what you have to say about that particular thing. So this is an interactive book. It's an awesome thing that we put together. So that's very cool. And then adding value, and you can then add value to other people. And I'm moving my mouse a little bit now, so I'm scrolling down so that I can make sure that I get these other notes to you, and then I'm going to let you go for the day. But I also added my thoughts as the life and legacy coach, using my past experiences and things that I learned from my coaches to put in my 3 cents worth. And I say my 3 cents worth because everything's going up these days, right? So anyway, then I'm taking these 10 and I'm modifying it and adding my 3 cents into it. So I created the book and I changed things up a little bit as I edited and I re-edited over and over and over again. And as time goes on, I will no doubt have future editions of this, and it will actually then include comments by you and other readers to kind of increase the value of what can happen with that. I probably will include some of those comments that people, when they click on the title of those 10 individual wisdom things in the book, then they'll go and they'll leave comments, and I hope you will too. So then I might copy some of those and put those in future editions of the book. So that's pretty cool. By the way, if you're an author or a publisher, I have a special kind of a thing too, and you can contact me. But if we can collaborate on some things so that we can help each other with this particular book too. I'm all about helping you and helping other people as well. So I believe strongly in the power of affirmations, and I also modified each one of those 10. That's 5. Okay, now you got 10. Each one of those 10 become an affirmation. So then you can speak those affirmations every day. And this whole thing is about speaking them, and if you have the time, speak them out 10 times per each day for 10 days. Now, if you have the time and you can make the time, go ahead and write them out for 10 times each day. It's sort of like when you were late for class. I don't know if this ever happened in your class and you had to write down, I will not be late for class, I will not be late for class. You can now turn that into a positive and say, hey, I will be in class on time. I will be in class on time. That's how we really should have thought about that, and that's how it should have been written back then. But you can now take each one of these affirmations and go ahead and write those out. The more you do, the more that you can internalize all of this, the better it's going to be. Now, let me just take some time to scan the actual material so I can make sure that there isn't anything else that I might be able to add. And then also, again, I'm going to talk about that particular bonus that I have for you. I do need to open this up, so it might take me a moment. Now I'm going to just scan it a little bit and see again if I can find anything about the writing process. We also are going to have some time together in a future video where I'll do an actual reading of this entire book. So go ahead. I would recommend that you take a look at Attainment Rules and sign up as a follower on that, because I don't advertise very much at all in Answers from the Cosmos. But in Attainment Rules, the secret rules to attainment, just find that blog and then subscribe as a follower, register, follow by email. I guess that's what I'm trying to think of. Do that, and then you'll be sure to get email notifications as to when I'm going to be doing this book reading. So that's going to be pretty cool too. And I am going to talk about some other things here in this book eventually too. So maybe, yes, you can subscribe to my channel. It's getting bigger and bigger all the time, but you're going to get a lot just out of watching this. And again, why did I do this? How did I do this? I'm just scrolling down. There's actually 37 pages to this particular book. That is the Kindle edition. When it's on the soft book edition, I don't know what it's going to be. I also talk about my influences, and that's cool too. And you can click on the link in the book, and that'll take you to an article where I talk about my influences. And there are people like Bob Proctor, Jack Canfield. Those are people, Joe Vitale. Those are people from the Law of Attraction, the Secret movie, and then of course Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, and just a host of those kind of people. Catherine Ponder from years back. Just really, really cool people, and you could certainly do a Google search and find those people and learn from them. What is interesting is that I mention these people, even Tony Robbins, to people that are alive and young people and old people and people everywhere in between. They don't even know who Tony Robbins is, and that absolutely amazes me. Sorry, Tony, you should let them know. I'm doing my best to tell them about you. Anyway, I'm just kind of scrolling through here. I'm looking at the 10. Another thing is about thinking abundance and for ourselves and for everybody else too. And I wrote something in the Cosmos this morning having to do with it's not selfish at all to do your own thing, because when you do your own thing with the intent to helping others, it's a good thing. I better write that down. It wasn't exactly like that. So again, I'm still scrolling, and Norvell is the guy that I've been learning from for years and years and years. He has great material. You can take a look at that. What's kind of interesting is he goes by the name Norvell, like Elvis came with the name Elvis and Cher and Norvell. I mean, and I don't know, it has like a one name kind of a thing. Okay, well, let's get on to what I have here for your bonus that I talked about this morning. And again, it's just basically a congratulations and an extra bonus for you having gone through this entire video, because what's neat about this video is that hopefully you've learned something about me writing this and how it came about, because I want you to be inspired to do the same thing. And because you've stuck around a little bit, I'm going to share this with you. So here's what it is. All right, so here's something special for you. What I want you to do, take a notebook, and it's good if you have a notebook. You can have blank sheets of paper, but it's better if you have a notebook for this. On one page, I want you to write down 10 things that you want, and these can be short-term or long-term. It doesn't matter at this point. Just spend some time. You would be surprised how you probably will take some time to do this, because people think about what they don't want, not what they do want. I was just reading a book that was authored by Dean Graziosi, and he talks about if you ask people what they don't want, they can come up with all kinds of things. But ask them what they do want, they know what they want, but it's not top of mind awareness, is what we call in the marketing advertising world. It's not right there because they're so used to talking about what they don't want. I don't want this job. I don't want that. I don't want that. So write down, force yourself to write down 10 things that you do want, short-term, long-term, whatever. It can be for yourself or other people. It can be materialistic things, physical things. It can be intangible things, things that you can't touch, like relationships and that sort of thing. Now, here's where you get to do a little bit of work. This is the homework part of it. Don't neglect this, because this is where the magic or whatever happens, okay? So every morning, or if you have a kind of a schedule like I do, maybe you can't do it in the morning, but when you can, sometime, and it's good to have a regular time that you do it every day. And again, if you can't do that, at least do this one time a day, every day for the next 9 days. So again, 10 in total. Today, you're doing day 1, but then the next 9 days now following this, I want you to rewrite them. But this is the kicker. Don't look at the page 1 when you're doing page 2. Don't look at the previous pages. What I want you to do is rewrite them from memory. Now, what'll happen is you'll remember some of them, or maybe all of them, if they are really, truly the things that you want. But then when you do it from memory, you're going to add or subtract things. So that's day 2. Day 3, do the same thing. Day 4, do the same thing. Do this for 10 days, again, without looking at the previous pages. Then on day 11, go ahead and compare all 10 of your list. Now, you'll find that there are some things that are over and over and over again. What I want you to do is count how many times these things are on your list. Now, there will be some things that are on your list 10 times. So what I want you to do then is take the top 3 items that show up at least 10 times on your list, and then write them on a 3x5 card or a little piece of paper or whatever. I like to use a little 3x5 card, and then look at them at least 3 times a day for 7 days. And you can actually, just on that 3x5 card, put a little hash mark on the day that you did it. If you can't do it in 7 days in a row, that's ideal. But if you can't, and you have a little bit of a break, no worries. Don't make it 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 day break. But if you miss a day, no big deal. But just put a little hash mark. And when you've accomplished 7 days like that, then what I want you to do is repeat that. Now, what will happen is you will start to magnetize those things in your life, and then show gratitude for those things that happen. So again, they can be long term or short term. So if they're long term, they may not have happened, but you may be very, 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 very surprised. And then when you repeat it again, you're going to find out in these next 10 days that you do this, you're going to find out that the things that you want are going to start coming in a little bit quicker and faster for you. And you're also going to find out that you're going to be more focused on what you want and what not so much on what you don't want. And that's what we want, right? Okay, so anyway, I've had a great time here with you today. And take a look at the links down below because that's important. You're going to get a lot of cool stuff there. And go ahead and watch this video every once in a while so that you can learn from it. Okay, so make it a great day. This is Ter Scott, the Life and Legacy Coach, and also with the Cosmos. And we're just having a great time here. Looking forward to having a great day, and you too. Bye for now.